YouTube. How far will Chipotle drop? Now, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now, to no surprise, Chipotle has been cooling off ever since it had the stock split. And when we look at the history behind Chipotle stock, uh, for the most part, Chipotle is a pretty stable stock that is pretty tight with this range boundness, right? If that's a word. But we can see when we led up to the announcement of the stock split, things were pretty stable. We got the announcement of the stock split and we shot up. We stabilized, pretty much for the most part. And until, a couple of days before the stock split actually happened, we ramped all the way up to $69.09. And ever since then, you can see we've been kind of cooling down. Now, as far as the critical level support is $57.01, as we can see here. So if we break below $57.01, the next leg down would be about 52.61. I mean, there's some consolidation in between 52.61 and 57, but it's not really stable, as you can see. Now, if we were to go below 57.01, yes, we could recover and come all the way back up to $59.86, kind of near where we are now, just a little bit higher. But if we're not able to maintain a level of strength here, we definitely have a chance of coming to 52.61. Now, for me, as it pertains to where I would buy Chipotle, if I wasn't dollar cost averaging, right? If I wasn't dollar cost averaging and I was just looking to get a little bit of shares of Chipotle, I would be waiting until this thing came below $52.65. So more preferably down in here at like $46 is where I would load up. But I think the best thing to do with any stock for the most part is a dollar cost average. If you dollar cost average very little bits amount at a time, especially if it's near its all-time highs, then you'll be just fine. Now, as far as what's next for Chipotle, we know they have earnings coming out in the next 16 days. So from that perspective, Chipotle could have a nice bounce back to the upside, maybe a week before or the week of leading to earnings. Okay. But Chipotle has had such a great year that I also wouldn't be surprised if investors wanted to see what the numbers look like before buying more into Chipotle. Okay. So for me, if we're going to come down, we're going to test $57. We can't hold there. We're looking at 52.61. But if we're going to go back to the upside, let's say around earnings, then we would have to recapture $62.86. If we can hold there, we're looking at 65.88. And then from that moment, we could retest all-time highs. Okay. Now, overall, this is a stock that I would like to add more into my portfolio. But for me to really get more aggressive, we got to come down to $46. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to do is tell me, what do you think about the current price of Chipotle? Do you think is perfectly normal for it to be cooling off the way it has? Do you see some consolidation coming for the next couple of months? Do you think we're going to be volatile up and down? Let me know what you guys think about the current state of Chipotle. Also, what kind of price targets are you looking at? I'm sorry, in order to get into Chipotle, if you're not in, if you've been dollar cost averaging, where would you start to get more aggressive, or would you just keep things the way they are? I'd love to know all about what you guys have to say about it. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, guys, we are out. Peace.